Hey y'all, what's up? Big Wooly here, and welcome back to another episode of our Prison Escape Beginnings Let's Play. This should be the Friday before I'm back in town, so that we can stream tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you on Coffee and Crafting tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Eastern time here on my YouTube channel. Maybe I'll figure out Twitch. I don't know. Maybe it'll be there too. But anyways, so I went ahead and I did a little rearranging and set some other things up so that as we squeeze, enrich, and smelt, the stuff will automatically go into our storage. I got to do something about filtering out because the enrichment chamber can get hung if you have an odd number of things. But we'll get into that in the episode. All right, like I was saying, I put all this here. I moved the smelter over here and told it that it can output to the storage controller. And right now it's smelting gold. And if we watch, as soon as another gold smelts, we'll see that gold come in here. There we go, 114. So I went ahead and got gold, iron, and osmium in here with nugget, ingot, block form. And now I guess we should grab out our osmium, which I went ahead and moved. So I don't know, are you osmium? You are. All right, so if we take out all of our osmium chunks, give it the K, put back the chunks that don't go even, toss these in the squeezer, and there we go. Now we can take our osmium. Now it's waiting on the enrichment chamber to clear out the gold, but it should follow through and do the same thing all the way through. We're going to work eventually towards getting all this automated, but right now we are having a real tough time keeping up with power. So I'm not real sure what it takes for the next tier of just dire things, like if we can step up our coal, or maybe we need to move to the fuel generator and making some just dire fuel for our power source. I'm not honestly sure what road we're going to take next, but I do know that we made an absolute ton of progress, and this mechanical drying basin, although we're not using it, it will be very useful. So let's just get it over here and get some power to it so that it's out of my inventory. And we can make things in there. I think we can take rotten flesh and convert it to leather and other things. In simple compacting drawers, another thing that we could put into one of those would be redstone. So if we make up some more chests here, I don't know, 8 chests, and then I need a stack. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. And then a stack of planks makes drawers. And then now we should be able to make one more simple compacting drawer. Oh, we need some iron. And that's okay, because we got it right there. We don't have a ton of it coming in, but we got it being generated automatically, which is the important part. So as I go through, I will keep on just adding things to this drawer wall. I'm not going to point it out every time I do it, hopefully. And now that I've shown you what I'm doing, you guys will be able to follow along and reproduce it in your world if that's what you want to do. The other thing important about tying everything to this is eventually we'll get this storage controller or a storage controller extension or something like that tied into our ME system from, it looks like Applied Energistics is where we're headed in this pack. So once we get into AE, we will be able to tie all of that in. Now, quest progression. What did we mark off? What are we holding up on? All right, I worked on the hammers and I upgraded our mesh to diamond, but we can't get to the diamond mesh quest yet because we need to get to the nether for netherite, which means we probably need to work on iron for our ferrocore for this quest progression, and then we need to work on witch water. So witch water occurs when we put water in a stone barrel or any barrel above mycelium. So if we come and we look at witch water bucket, a barrel on top of mycelium, more mycelium speeds up the process. A barrel with witch water will grow mushrooms on nearby mycelium. Ooh, I didn't know that. Witch water and lava can make a netherrack generator. Interesting. Similar to a cobblestone gen. What? No way. Netherrack generator. Witch water and lava. All right, netherrack. Barrel fluid mixing. Contents are consumed. So it consumes the lava, but not the witch water. So if you were inserting, I'm confused. So if you had witch water on top of a barrel, and then you had a fluid inserting lava and an item pulling out netherrack, you could make a generator that way. Okay. That could be real useful because there are resources we get from sieving crushed netherrack. So that's cool. It's good to know. What else did we get done? Starter automation. Here's our hammers. We did the sieve. Why did it not unlock? Because we need 32 compressed sand and 32 compressed cobble. Oh, so we need to finish this. 32 sand and 32 dust. Okay, we probably got that, right? There's the sand. And here's the compressed dust. Are you happy now, quest? Now, are we going to have to pick our hammer up and put it back down to get the quest credit? Yeah. Or our sieve? We sure are. All right, that's fine. Pick up our sieve. Oh, no. All right, there's our quest credit. Now let's get everything connected back up. Wow, that remembered that it was pulling. Heck yeah. All right, so there we go. Sieves hooked back up. That's generating us resources automatically. We've got our coal over here in the compacting drawer so that we get it in block form. Awesome. Deposit any resources that'll go in there. Nice. So let's work on witch water. Ooh, we got a bunch of free compressed materials. What all do we get? Iron pick, some tertium ingots. Heck yeah, those will come in handy when we start getting into mystical agriculture. Like, those will come in super handy, actually. So, compressed. All of this stuff that's compressed is cool if we're doing it by hand, but if we're going to have it running through the sieves manually or automatically, I don't think the mechanical sieves, let's see, can they use, yeah, they don't use compressed anything, it doesn't look like. Let's see. No compressed blocks through those, but that's fine. Yeah, we are net losing coal with this power gen, so we're gonna need something better for generating power. We've got a power quest line, so wants us to start with a pitiful generator. So I guess we'll make up one of those. We need another pitiful machine frame or pity machine frame. Nice, nice, nice. Love it when a plan comes together. Do we have anything close to being like overflowing? Oh, we could probably put flint in a compacting drawer too. All right, you're squirreling, Wooly. You're squirreling. Storage controller. Pick it up. Cool. Only doing this because quest rewards, especially free ones, are nice. But that is going to have broken all of our linking. Yes, okay. So if we click here first and then come all the way up there, you'll link them all. Nice. Locking and linking. Controller. Let's take all of our freebies it wants to give us. Heck yeah. Gold, diamond, and netherite upgrades. All right. Well, we are through a bunch of that quest line. Heck to the yeah. All right. In storage here. Inscribers down here. And that starts us down the AE2 road, which we have everything we need to get started in that too. But we're not doing that today. What did we get for free? We got some 2x2s and 1x2s. So we actually got a bunch of drawers for free. Cool. This will help somewhere else, maybe with mob farm once we start automating that. Let's put these in our wood chest. Pistons, I'm just going to throw them in there too. Coal coke. This is our food chest, so I don't know why we got stuff that's not food. Oh, I do know why our inventory is a hot mess. Reinforced hopper. What is that for? What does it do? Key card reader. Interesting. Okay. Well, you can go in there with stuff I don't know what to do with yet. Gonna keep our compressed diamond hammer that I made just for the quest line to the side because we really don't necessarily need it right now. And yeah, we'll just put it in there. Paper was in here. And then we've got this compressed sieve frame, some wood. Ooh, we got some redstone torches from, I guess, a quest reward. That's nice. Alrighty. Are we quest rewarded out? Awesome. All right, starter automation. Let's take a look. Where do we want to get to? So, iron cobble gen. It's going to take 3 of the immersive steel engineering, or the immersive engineering steel, which I hope is ore dictionaried because you can't directly craft that one, we've discovered. Except maybe in an arc furnace or a blast furnace. Steel grit. Yeah, so we could make it in a crusher. All right, let's hope we don't have to have that steel, because that'll be a royal pain. Bonsai pots. Ooh, these could be fun. All right, let's do that. We need some way to get trees automated anyhow. Clay. We got some clay, right? Yeah, okay. Is there the crafting recipe? No! Curse you, Adams! Alright, we need 5 of those. Let's turn this into tiny charcoal. Put it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I don't know if the bonsai pots auto-harvest or not, but we shall see. Dang it, I put these down. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't break them, but that's okay. All right, so we're waiting on those for the bonsai pots. Crafting station we have outside. Crafter, crafting table, 5 iron, redstone, and a dropper, which is just some cobble, which we can get. Put up our locking and linking. So redstone's over here. Let's grab a stack of cobble. Stack of redstone's fine. Anything in here that's not getting sorted? Nope, we're good. How are we on coal? We are almost out of coal, and yeah, we are definitely not keeping up with the coal generation. May have to do some manual sieving of some gravel for some resources. You know, I didn't think we were out of the woods just yet. All right, iron bars, a furnace. So furnace. We were going to do this pitiful generator because we were chasing power, Wooly. Quit getting distracted. Y'all think they don't get distracted Woolly chests is actually, if you've been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know it's not a joke. We need 4 paper, reinforced, 2 paper, reinforced oak planks, some cast iron ingots. So reinforced paper. So redstone, block of flint, and cast iron. Redstone, block of flint, and cast iron. Block of flint. Is that a redstone block? Yes, block of redstone. Yeah, I know. I could have made one in the crafting table. I'm lazy, okay? And iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just because we're going to stand by the campfire. We should be efficient with our time. All right, so that'll get our pitiful generator going. The bonsai pot, we're waiting on these. And this is something that will allow us to grow trees. I don't know if it's automatable or not, but we will find out. So if we take this thing, we put it on top of a chest, maybe. Insert a tool to harvest, requires soil, optional pot decoration, requires a sapling. Okay, so let's grow some acacia so we can get into latex later. And it needs soil. So Joe Dirte. And an axe. Here's a wooden axe. We'll just use it to start. So if we go dirt, acacia, and an axe. Enchant the pot to improve its performance. What? It can have fortune put on it. Interesting. Oh, neat. So if we put shears in there, it'll grow like, it'll shear the leaves too, instead of an axe, I guess. So you have to pick and choose. Interesting. Got it. Cool. Oh, look at that. It's making us acacia logs already. Heck yes. All right, we're going to need oak too, so we might want another one of them for oak. Clay balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get some clay balls going. There's our cast iron we were waiting on. Pitiful generator. Pity machine frame. Just need 1 gold. Now, I wonder if this pitiful generator makes more power than our dire thing. I would hope not. You know, I would hope dire would not do us like that. All right, so pity generator. What does it give me? Ooh, got a bunch of quest completions. So it gives us some coal. Cool. Oh, it gave us some free plastic. Heck yeah. And then also down here. Ooh, we get to pick. What do I not have? Legs or boots. Okay. So how about some iron leggings? Cool. Just getting the free gear. Oh, it gave us 1 plastic. That's almost just like spitting on you, kind of insulting. But it's okay. So pity generator, some coal in there. I don't know how much it makes, but it's more power gen than we had. And if we tell it to pull, hopefully, that will also help feed the system. Well, the power is definitely climbing in there. Now, I don't know if that's because we are like full up on power right now. It looks like we kind of are. How are we doing on sifting? Everything that we're sifting currently is getting sorted. Nice, 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 nice. Where are we at on iron? 82. Okay, so we're getting some iron going. Let's pull out those and shift K. Put our iron back, and then we can squeeze some more iron ore. We've got 2. That's the part I was worried about, is when it gets hung on like a number, an even number of a resource. You have to clear that or it's just going to sit there. But there we go. Got osmium coming in. Should be smelting up now. It's a different osmium ingot. Are you serious? All the ores. Well, dang it. That is kind of a problem. So let's take all that out. And then if I pull this osmium and I turn it into nugget form, because this is what we'll be getting. No. That's dirty. It converts it to the one that's not the one that's coming out when you turn it into nugget form. That's just not right, mechanism. What if I put it there? Okay, there we go. All right, so we just have to remember to use this other osmium first, because that was kind of dirty. All right, so we'll put this other osmium in our inventory here. And then our other bonsai pot should be ready to make for our oak, since that's what we're using for drawers right now. So we'll put it right there. Get out another piece of dirt. We need a different axe. And we need an oak sapling. We had another axe somewhere. There we go. And an oak sapling. So dirt, sapling, axe. Wow, it doesn't seem to use too awful much durability, because that wooden axe would definitely be gone if you mined 33 logs with it. So that's super nice. All right. Let's put up our resources that we're not using again. Redstone goes over here, though, Wooly. Got to get in the habit of when I'm going to put up resources, just check the drawer first, you know. All right, so there's the osmium, almost done. We are building up our iron dust to get some more iron going. Very nice. Oh, it wants me to pick my metallurgic infuser up again. Okay, I can do that. Working towards all those. We're not going to do that right now because that's getting distracted. What were we working on? Power. Okay. So simple coal generator. Oh, well, if we just pick it up, we get 15 free coal. Did it? Oh, does it lose all of our stuff that's in there? No. The Stirling generator. We were looking at making that. Now, how? I wonder how much power it makes. I wonder if it's better than this. Guess we'll have to just find out. We're going to go ahead and convert some more. Dude, this thing has not run out. So, like, I haven't had to feed it, which is not how it's supposed to be. So put in that, get some more power going. I think I avoided a bunch of power when I picked that up, which is oopsie. All right. So Stirling generator, because that's kind of what leads into like all of these other quest lines. We get our solar panels from there, or power. Do we want to get into power? Maybe power is better. We're using those thermo generators in our current, the other one, and they're doing pretty darn good for power gen. Maybe that's their ticket. Maybe this is our way. What do we need for dielectric paste? Stuff that we have. Yeah, stuff that we have, basically. Do I have any lava buckets still, or did I turn it all into... I think I turned it all into obsidian, but we can fix that. How are we doing on time? We're doing okay. All right, we're going to need to make up a little bit of lava here. Ooh, we probably have coal in these furnaces. Nope, some glass. And some sand. Let's take in the stuff that we've got out here, because we always are coming out here because we need the stuff that's out here. Is our bucket of lava done? Oh, did we put our buckets up? Shoot, we put our buckets up. Dang it. Okay, and then we'll leave that cobble out here. All right, now, we were talking about getting into dielectric paste. Okay, so dielectric paste, horizontals, verticals, dielectric casings. So we need lava, clay, and coal, charcoal, or coal coke. Well, we've got coal coke. Clay, there we go. So it was 3, and then 2, and then 1. That gives me 24. Oh, boo. Totally just wasted that porcelain bucket, but at least it's not stuck in my inventory space, taking up space anymore. So that is a-okay in my book. All right, we're going to have to figure out automating some clay, which shouldn't be too hard. We could set up a machine with like a barrel and some dust and, you know, just feed it the dust and the water. Yeah, we should be good to go on that. We just need an infinite water source, which we'll either do with a drain or with a, the sink. Okay, 7 more of the dire coals. Let's put 1 in here and see how it do. 238 seconds. But how much is it making? That would be an interesting test. Either way, machines are charging up still. We're net gaining just a touch. Put our coal coke up. Probably going to have to manually sieve a bunch of gravel just to get us ahead again, but that's okay. All right. Now, these take iron fences. So horizontals, verticals, Dielectric casing takes iron. So there's that dielectric paste. And the casing takes some iron. Let's just grab it out. Oh, do we have iron ingots in here that need to go in there? We do. Nice. Or nuggets is what I meant. Okay. So now we should be able to make a dielectric casing. Then dielectric casing is going to be needed for making our thermo generator. So we need a thermo generator, we need a capacitor tiny, and we need thermo plates. Oh gosh, we need blaze powder. Where are we getting blaze powder from? Is there a sifting process? No. Squeezing blaze rods. We need the nether, sag mill. Crafting coal and soul flame powder. Generalized nether predictions. Yeah, ooh, interesting. You can craft them in a dissolution chamber. I think it's just be easier for us to go to the nether because we do have everything we need to go to the nether. So, do we pop in the nether so that we can work on power, or do we save that for next time? Please hold. All right, y'all. I think we're going to save the nether for the next episode simply because of time. We're going to have to find a fortress, all that stuff. I don't even know what the nether looks like in this pack. But for the sake of progression, since we've already started making these basic cables and it looks like it's needed to get our quest completion, we're going to have to work through a lot of this. Stuff that doesn't say optional is going to be required for us to complete chapters, which is, you know, how we're going to beat the pack. So let's go ahead and craft. Let's go ahead and craft up the Stirling generator. We have all the materials. We were working on it before, but we stopped because of a roadblock with our flint and steel, or we ran out of time because of that roadblock. But we need some iron gears, which are way cheaper than those bimetal gears. We can actually just do the ones that are this, right? Yes, these ones work. Okay, so a piston. So we need some cobble planks. Cobble and planks. And redstone. Piston. And then all that's left is our dark steel. And stone bricks and a furnace. That's all that's left. It's like 87 more things, Wooly. Okay. And a furnace. Furnace. There we go. Stirling generator. So now we have another way to burn burnable things to make power. But that does get us some quest line completion here. So we're going to have to make a capacitor because Ender IO, that's how those things work. And the basic capacitors are pretty cheap, I do believe, to make a machine work at like 1x speed. Went ahead and got everything we needed. Copper, gold, you know, grains of infinity. Now, to make a tier 2 of these, what does it take? Energetic alloy. So we're going to have to get into the alloy furnace for that, and that is going to be something for another day. But this one will burn even things like planks to generate power, which is nice. Now that we did that, we're going to pull all our power cables simply because that should get us the next quest credit. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, I pulled them too soon. Ooh, we get a loot box. Tech parts, random boxes, storage, adventurers. Let's go with storage, because maybe that'll help us get some AE2 stuff going. And then basic capacitor gives us some extra basic capacitors. That's nice. And now I got to put all of our power cabling back because I'm a dummy. So that there, up, over, down, down, down. We need one more for the mechanical squeezer. And then we need our tool so that we can set them to extract from the generating machines. Oh boy, and we avoided a ton of power that was in these cables, didn't we? I am an idiot. All right, well, that's enough of the follies of Wooly for today. We made it through our Stirling generator. Looks like next time we're going to need to make some energy cubes and power storage of sorts for various things. Ooh, energy laser relay. As a block at blah, 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 connected, a distance of 15 blocks. Ooh, we can send power wirelessly 15 blocks. Nice. That could come in handy. And we're going to get into flux. We're going to get into power. And then, you know, who knows what else. It looks like the nether is in our near future. We were working on Witchwater, and we totally squirreled. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you were able to learn something, and I hope to see you guys in the stream tomorrow, because I'll be back in town finally, and we will be back to normal shenanigans. So thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see y'all next time.